Hey guys, my name's Matt from CrewTDG and I'm pleased to welcome you for another video from a competition here in the Latvian Drift Cup. This time, me and the team are headed to Daugavpils. It's about 250 kilometers away from where I live, so a bit of a road trip. And unlike normal people that would just load their car up on a truck and use something comfortable to drive to the spot, we decide to turn this into a road trip and head there with our drift cars. Now, I've been to Daugavpils before in my 2019 season, and to be fair, that was probably my favorite race of the season. Not because I did exceptionally well, but it's a super fun track with a really aggressive entry. So as you leave the start line on the track, you're going sort of uphill and through a curve, and then the initiation point starts going downhill. So you're going full angle, going for the first inner clipping point. You have to keep the car at full angle, then transition into a long oval. So it's technical, it's fun, it's pedal to the metal, and the track allows for a lot of fun tandems. We successfully make it to Daugavpils in about 3.5 hours or so, with one pit stop to just refuel, and we start our practice runs.
You only get one life like this.
So in the competition format, we've got two 15-minute practice runs, which allows for, I would say, about 20 runs through the track, maybe, give or take a few. And during the first practice, my car gets back to its old tricks and starts misfiring. In between the practice runs, we decide to do whatever we can to save the car and remove the rubber seals from the hood space, as well as lift the hood in the front just to give it a little bit more airflow, hoping that that's going to help. We also prepare some bottles of water to cool the cars down, which turned out to be a great idea, so that's definitely something that's staying for the next races. As we go into the second run for the practice, I do a couple of runs and guess what? My car suddenly loses power. It's race one all over again. I keep on driving the car, hoping that it's going to brake fully, so then we can start diagnosing and finally find out what's wrong with it. And I succeed. The car stalls on me, and as I try to start it back up, it's misfiring, popping in the exhaust, and that's a dead giveaway sign for a dead crankshaft position sensor, which may not be the easiest thing to find. So I ask around the track and nobody has a spare they could lend or sell to me, so I'm just sitting there and I've got no other options. And then I realized that there is a local car parts store in Daugavpils. I give them a ring, a lady picks up the phone, I tell her what I need, and she says, sorry, but we've only got one piece left from one brand and it's the expensive one. which is exactly what I need, because if you know something about these specific cars, they really don't like Chinese sensors. Yeah, so in many cases it's better to just grab a used original one from the scrapyard rather than paying the same money for a Chinese thing that may work or may not. So I tell her, I'll be right there. We rush to the store, and sure enough, I get my crankshaft position sensor. Here I must give a huge shout out to Martins from Garage for helping me replace it, because, well, I'm a tool when it comes to tools, and without him this wouldn't be possible. So after replacing the crankshaft position sensor, the car fires right up, has no issues whatsoever, and we go through a city parade. You see, this competition is called the Drifting Festival in Daugavpils, because that's exactly what it is. We head to our hotel, grab a couple of hours of sleep, have an early breakfast, and head back to the track. And before the qualification, every driver gets 2 practice runs. I do mine, the car is running fine, and I'm feeling pretty good about the qualification. As I stand in line for my run 1, sadly, the GoPro that is shooting the interior of my car falls off, so I don't have footage of it. However, this is how it went. I did butcher the initiation a little bit too much. I went slightly too wide and had to correct myself heading onto the clipping point 1. Other than that, it was a decent run. I score 72 points and feel very good about myself. Heading into run 2, I knew the issues that I had to correct, and I managed to do it, scoring 78 points, which is a new personal best for me. Yay! And I actually qualified 15th out of 75 drivers. Sadly, Martins and Matters scored points, but not enough to get into top 64. Arthur's qualified, so we're both waiting for the tandem runs in the evening. Both of the days were super hot, with temperatures reaching 34-35 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure how much that is in Fahrenheit. It's on the screen right there, but a very hot day, so we're just trying not to die, essentially.
Get money,
Top 64 is scheduled to start at 5 AM. Due to various delays and a couple of issues with the track, we only get started at about 7 PM, so at this point everyone's brain cells are basically dead from the heat. Alright, so about 2 hours later than planned, but the top 64 is starting now. Arthur is gonna go first, so we're gonna check out how he's doing, whether he's ready, and then on the second side of the tandem bracket is gonna be my run against a pretty serious opponent, so it's definitely gonna be a fun one, definitely a challenge from the first tandem. We're expected to be finishing closer to midnight, so this is gonna be a really long and hot day, but I'm excited, I'm feeling good, the car is feeling just fine, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go.
Es pieņemu, ka 2011. gadā arī šeit bija.
And so that's me done with yet another competition, yet another loss in top 64. However, this time I'm not so mad about it. The car performed fine. I didn't zero out or anything, it's just that maybe I could try to blame it on the stress, but I simply was not close enough. The chase car gave me a really good chase and a proper lead to follow, which I simply didn't do. So not feeling too good about that part. However, Arthur has made it into top 32. His round is about to happen in like 10 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and watch that. Hopefully he scores a win. I'd say he has got a pretty good chance of winning. So ideally more points for the team.
Now, about Arthur's. Dude's a legend. He wins his top 64, yet again moving on to top 32. He does a good lead run, and they switch sides, and I'm watching this from the side, and I see that Arthur's is 2 or 3 car lengths behind the lead car upon initiation, and I'm not sure what has happened. Sadly, he loses the battle, and it turns out that upon accelerating when shifting into second, Arthur's missed a gear, causing him to lose the race. Certainly a tough lesson was learned there. We've got plenty of stuff to work on as we prepare for the next race, which by the way won't be a part of the Latvian Drift Cup, as me and Martins, we have decided to take part in the Red Bull car park drift competition taking place in the Riga airport parking lot, which is definitely going to be a fun video, so subscribe to the channel if you want to see it. But overall, my thoughts about Daugavpils. I'm glad I qualified decently. I'm super stoked that the car finally broke down enough so that we can repair it, and I'm definitely looking forward to the upcoming races. So I want to thank you all for being here with me, with us, through this video. I want to thank my team, and I'm excited about our next race, so see you guys next time. Bye bye.